And welcome back to the Beer Battered Sports Podcast, the podcast created by sports fans for sports fans, because we believe that we are the best people to turn to for. Oh my God, I fucked up the intro. Wow.
Four,
Wow.
4 seconds in,
Wow.
ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Four seconds in, and he messes it up.
I messed up the intro. Wow.
Happy New
I
Year,
can't believe
guys.
I've done it. Happy New Year.
Great start to the year for Be Bad Sports.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe I did that. I've done that so many times. I can't believe I just messed that up.
Not
Anyway.
once have I ever heard you mess it up.
I think I did once before when it was just me and Calvin on the show once, right around when Kylie was transitioning out. I don't think
Mhm.
I've ever messed up. Wow. Wow.
All right,
Okay.
it is what it is. Let's go.
It is what it is. Anyway, welcome back to the Beer Batter Sports Podcast. The podcast created for sports fans by sports fans, because let's be honest, we're the most qualified people to talk about our favorite teams. Fucking did it that time. I'm your co-host, Isaac.
I'm 40.
And I am Nolan.
Yeah, and welcome to episode 96. If you guys saw the title, you know what we're doing today. We're filling out our Pro Bowl ballot. Well, we were going to fill out a Pro Bowl ballot, but apparently, like, the voting window is closed or something. Is that what
Yes.
happened?
Yeah, the ballot is now officially closed. We should have done it last week.
Yeah, well, that's on us. But we're still going to fill out an imaginary one because we should. But before we do anything else, as always, we're going to talk about we're going to do a brief recap of last week's games. Because we don't have 40 for too long today, but we're going to try and get in as much content as we can. So today's episode is going to be NFL focused. If you came here for the other sports, the next couple of weeks it's probably just going to be NFL because we're getting up to the playoffs. Don't worry, we will start talking about basketball and baseball, and maybe eventually get back to hockey at some point. So with that being said, let's go around the screen, give some quick thoughts on Week 17. I'm going to start with you, Noah. What was your biggest takeaways from Week 17? Anything you want to talk about briefly?
I don't know. A really uneventful week. Not much to go about. The Ravens are going to the Super Bowl, baby. I don't
Yes,
give a
sir.
fuck. They're going all the way. This is our year. I knocked on wood, so that makes it okay for me to say shit like that and not jinx it. Oh
My
my
whole desk is made of
God.
wood, so I can say that as much as I want. Hey, listen, I thought if you thought the Ravens win over the Niners last week or 2 weeks ago was impressive, well,
You'd have been right.
you were right. But then look what they did to the Dolphins. They turned around and beat the shit out of the Dolphins.
Yeah. So if the Ravens, I mean, they just keep annihilating good teams. Are they not the best? Are they not the best?
So Jalen Ramsey, actually, he was on the LeBron show.
Oh, I love that.
Probably like maybe this is last year actually, and he was talking about. They asked him who's the most talented quarterback you've played this, that, and third. Somebody in the shop was like, Mahomes, got to be Mahomes. And then Jalen Ramsey was like, yeah, Mahomes is cool, he's fire, but if I'm being honest, it's got to be Lamar. Like, Lamar is, probably the most talented and versatile quarterback I played, this, that, and the third. And then, so they pulled up that interview after this game that just happened. Lamar, both times playing Jalen Ramsey, has 5 touchdown passes. So he has 10 touchdown passes and 1 interception in his 2 appearances against Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, the last one was the 2019 game against the Rams, in which they won 45-7, I believe.
Yeah.
Lamar he did throw 5 touchdowns that day. That was phenomenal.
Lamar is now tied with, I think, Ben Roethlisberger for the most perfect passer ratings in NFL history with 3. I think 2 of those have come against the Dolphins. Pretty sure 2 of those.
Yeah, because
week one 2019 something.
59-10.
Now I'll say this much on the Ravens, guys. I mean, our saying. You've watched if y'all have watched the show long enough, you know our saying. As long as 8's on the field, but part of me still thinks back to that 2019 team and how there was all that hype, and then they were a one and done. And I gotta say, does this feel different as a Ravens fan? No. Does this season feel different that year, or are you starting to get that dread of what's going to happen in the playoffs? Because the Ravens historically, when they've had like the best record in the league, they have not done well in the playoffs. So that thought has to be like creeping back in.
It is, of course. It is. Of course.
Before you even go into that, Noam, like, of course, I want to know your opinion as a Ravens fan, but this is the most locked in we've seen Lamar in his whole entire career.
I was absolutely
I know you guys probably saw that woman who was like, Lamar's not my MVP. He's not quarterbacky enough. Goes out and he throws 5 touchdown passes the week after she says that, and doesn't even crack a smile on the sideline. Like, this guy's so locked in right now, it doesn't make any sense.
That was the biggest dog whistle I have ever seen when she said that. I've never heard of this woman, but, just saying, like, I like my quarterbacks to be quarterbacky. We know what she's really saying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
How is Lamar not quarterbacky?
It's one of those. It's like those white trash. It's like that old Stavros joke at those white trash. Oh my god. Hang on.
What do you say now?
No, it's unrelated. Yoni says Big Ben tied for the most perfect game record. Stats can be weird. Hey, Big Ben, although he was kind of gross off the field, on the field he was a stud on the field. He was disgusting off the field, but on the field broke a play.
Answer your question, Isaac, and to not have to speak about Big Ben, yeah, of course it's in the back of my mind is what happened in 2019, and yes, the Ravens still have to prove it in the playoffs. This season is not complete or even necessarily, nor am I ready to celebrate or even get the most level of excitement I possibly could until we do prove it in the playoffs. However, I do want to say, as 40 basically said it, but yeah, Lamar is the most locked in he's ever been. But more importantly, this offense is different this year. This is not. Lamar led the league in passing touchdowns in 2019 with 36, won MVP as he should have. But the offense was a one-trick pony, and everyone kind of the few criticisms about that 2019 offense ended up being true in the playoffs. They were like, can they come from behind and win? Is that a thing they can do? You know, it seems like they're like a run RPO kind of offense. What happens when they finally figure out Lamar? What happens when they figure out this offense that Greg Roman put together and everything like that? Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking away any way from that team because I love that team. But once that one thing was done, it was done. These Ravens can kill you in every way. Lamar isn't. There can be no arguments that Lamar is some kind of gimmick quarterback, whatever. You want to say he's the read option quarterback in 2019? I disagree. But if you want to say it, fine. This year, you cannot say that. He's throwing dimes all over the field. This is the best we've ever seen him play, ever. This is a different. The Ravens can kill you in every different way right now. They are so dangerous.
This team would kill that 2019 team.
I agree.
Probably. I mean, you guys are right. Like, you watch the last couple of games, Lamar has been he's looked unstoppable. Like, his passes have looked effortless. I've never seen a quarterback play this well in my life. And I like the Chiefs. I've seen Patrick Mahomes do things I didn't know were possible. And I have never seen a quarterback play like this before. And while I'm still worried come playoff time, like what's going to happen with the Ravens, even though they're not my team, I mean, I'm more focused on the Bucks because, holy shit, we couldn't beat the fucking Saints.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. At the same time, there's that kind of confidence. It's like these guys, at the very least, they're definitely not going to be a one and done. I hope. Knocking on wood. My entire desk is made of wood. I will be knocking on it as long as we talk about the Ravens.
I really hope they are not a one and done either.
I will say though, both Baltimore teams gave their fans a great season this year.
Absolutely.
The Ravens and the Orioles.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
The Orioles were a one and done. That's the thing. I think every Baltimore fan is thinking like,
no, we got to do a little. This is different though. I hope.
Yeah.
I want to point out real quick. This is the Ravens. I'm gonna just list out some scores from this year. Okay, against what have now become the best teams in the league. 38-6 over the Lions. 37-3 over the Seahawks. Never mind, the Seahawks are not that good anymore. Let's just see. 23-7 against the Jags. 33-19 against the Niners. 56-19 against the Dolphins. Like, these are the best, the slots of the best teams in the league, pretty much, and the Ravens are annihilating them.
It's crazy, man.
It bodes very well. Let's say that much.
Yeah, I'll be at the parade, man, with my Lamar jersey on.
Hey, man. Remember Brian Billick in the first Super Bowl, and Brian Billick was very adamant to his players. He's like, don't focus. Listen, the end goal is Super Bowl, So but we got to take it one step at a time. We can't overlook our opponents. I think that's what happened last time the Ravens were in this position. They overlooked a certain Mr. King Henry and his thralls, and we saw what happened. Sorry to bring that up. No, I know it's painful. I'm just going to quickly run down the rest of the scores. There's only one other game I really wanted to talk about. Browns clinch a playoff berth with a dominant win over the Jets. Joe Flacco looks vintage and might be the biggest threat to the Ravens in the playoffs. My God.
Cowboys definitely are.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the stat line? Joe Flacco's the first quarterback.
Crazy, man.
First quarterback to throw 4 consecutive 300-yard games in the Cleveland Browns history.
Yeah, that's insane.
And not only that, they said it's funny. I saw a tweet on Twitter that said Joe Flacco throwing for 300 yards and Julio Jones scoring 2 touchdowns in the same day. What the hell is going on at the end of the year?
I love it.
Speaking of what the hell's going on Saturday night, probably the worst call of the entire season. The refs claim the Lions didn't check it. The Lions, Taylor Decker didn't check in as an eligible receiver when he clearly did, and the Lions got screwed. Only thing I'm going to say on that game is this: Dan Campbell should have taken the extra point after the first 2 attempts failed. He was given so many chances by the football gods to tie that game, and with how bad Dallas's defense was on that last drive, if you got the ball first in overtime, Lions, you are driving down the field and scoring a touchdown. Like, why would you not settle for one?
Him going for it 3 times to go for 2, 3 times was basically him going to Vegas and cashing out of the ATM at 2 a.m. Like, he's going to get more cash out of the ATM at 2 a.m. That's literally what he was doing. That was crazy.
Quick rundown of Sunday's games. Bills slip past the Patriots. They keep in contention for the AFC East. Bears, Justin Fields has one of his best ever days as a pro, beats the Falcons, but the Bears are eliminated from the playoffs regardless. But hey, they've got the number 1 overall pick locked up, so they're good. Do not get rid of Justin Fields. He's finally starting to look good. That's what I'm going to say.
We'll get over that in the offseason.
Yeah,
I personally might have a different take on that.
I'll be interested to hear it. Colts best the Raiders, keep alive in the playoff hunt, eliminating Las Vegas. There goes my prediction. Jaguars crush the Panthers. There goes my prediction for a trap game. Texans crush the Titans, which now means there's a 3-way tie for first place in the AFC South. That's going to be fun. More on that later. Rams clinch a playoff berth with a clutch win over the Giants. Welcome back to the playoffs, Rams. These 2 games I did want to briefly talk about. Cardinals stunned the Eagles 35-31. Philadelphia now does not have their destiny for the division in their control. They have to rely on Washington to beat Dallas next week, and I don't think that's going to happen. I will say this. I think we're glad Kylie's not on the show anymore because I was there live when it happened, and I have never seen Kylie more angry in my life.
I'll say this, though.
Seen it, bro.
It's deja vu for this is the only thing that is on the Eagles side. It's deja vu for Sam Howell. First start last year was against the Cowboys, Week 18. You know, passing one in the back-to-back years for a guy who's going to start. I'll let that take either.
I'll defend it later.
I agree, Mr. Jonathan.
Wait, who was he talking about?
Fields.
That's Fields.
As opposed to taking Caleb Williams. That's the conversation we'll get into later. We don't have time for it right now.
But what was I even saying?
You're talking about Eagles game, Eagles Cardinals.
Yes, but what was the topic that I was stating? Damn, I wish we could rewind.
Lost it, bro.
Listen, I'll say this much on the game. This is a microcosm of the Eagles season. Playing down to their competition every single game. They haven't had a comfortable win all season, and it finally bit them in the ass, and it's going to cost them the playoffs.
They are in free fall right now. Yeah, they should not have lost this Cardinals team by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah. Cardinals aren't even that bad of a team, honestly. I mean, they're bad, but like Kyler Murray is still Kyler Murray.
Eagles should take care of business against the Cardinals every time.
I'll be honest. I think that for the NFL purposes, the Cowboys do lose to the Commanders this week because
I would love to see it.
I think that would bring the matchup of Dallas versus Green Bay first round of the playoffs. Which, outside of the NFC East, that is a very great historic rivalry.
It is.
So for ratings-wise, and as much as this sport is about betting now, it wouldn't surprise me. Just a hot take.
Okay. Here's an interesting idea. So, there's the phrase any given Sunday, meaning any team could beat any team,
Yeah.
And I'll go a step further. The one above that is it's an NFC East game. Right, it's a divisional game. Anything can happen. Doesn't matter how good or bad. Some teams are.
Yeah.
DC. It doesn't matter how good or bad one of these teams are. Anything will happen on any given day in an NFC East game. That being said, I don't think the Commanders have a chance against the Cowboys, and I think we're going to see that this week.
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough Goodell could do to make that team beat the Cowboys right now. That's just my take, but we will see.
Yeah. Let me quickly run down the rest of the game so we can get to our Pro Bowl thing. I'm going to skip the Bucks game just because the Bucks did. How the fuck we can't beat this fucking.
Yeah, I saw that coming. What about you?
All you need to know on that.
Saw it coming.
That's all you need to know about that one. Commies get the shit kicked out of them by the Niners. Excuse me. Sorry. It's a little still salty about that last score.
We can tell.
Steelers beat the Seahawks in a thriller. keep their playoff hopes alive, and make sure
Fuck.
that for the 17th year in a row, they will finish above 500. Mike Tomlin will not be
Boo. Come on,
stopped.
guys. Come on, Seahawks. What the fuck are you
Chiefs
doing?
Chiefs win the AFC Championship rematch against a beaten down Bengals team, thanks to Harrison Butker, who kicks, I think, like 7-ish field goals, something.
Ugly win.
It was an ugly win, and it cost me my fantasy championship because Patty and Travis didn't play well. But hey, Bengals are eliminated. Chiefs are in. That eliminates the Broncos in their first game starting. Jarrett Stidham did okayish against the Chargers. I don't know. Did this game happen? It's a late season AFC West game between two eliminated teams. It doesn't matter.
Broncos are.
Yeah.
No. Well.
And then on Sunday Night Football, the Packers blow out the Vikings to slip into the playoff picture. Speaking of the playoff picture, here's what it looks like before we go over to our Pro Bowl vote. Ravens have clinched the number 1 seed in the AFC. Miami has clinched. They are currently sitting at the number 2. Kansas City is at number 3. They've clinched the West. Jacksonville holds the 4 seed, but they have yet to clinch the AFC South. Cleveland has clinched a playoff berth. They are the 5th seed. Buffalo currently sits in the 6th seed. They could also fight for the East. Indianapolis holds the tiebreaker right now above Pittsburgh and Houston for the 7th seed. It comes down to those 3 teams plus whoever wins the AFC South. Everyone else is eliminated. In the NFC, San Francisco has clinched the number 1 seed. Dallas holds the 2nd seed right now, has not clinched the division yet. Oh, 40 dropped out real quick. There he is. Detroit has clinched the NFC North. They sit at the 3rd seed. Tampa holds on to the 4th seed, but because we couldn't beat a certain fucking team, we haven't clinched the division yet. Philly has clinched a playoff berth. They currently sit as the 5th seed. Rams have clinched a playoff berth. They will be the 6th seed no matter what. And the 7th seed is currently held by Green Bay. Seattle, New Orleans, and Minnesota are still in contention for that 7th seed. Atlanta is also still alive for the the NFC South title. So,
who's the 3 seed? You said
the 3 seed is Detroit right now.
And see, there's Roger Goodell again. You hear that 6 seed?
Yeah.
6 seed is the Rams. The 3 seed is Detroit. Matt Stafford revenge game. He's going back.
I think
we're all rooting for it.
Perfect universe would be the Lions. Would be both Dallas and Philly losing, which would move the Lions to the 2nd seed. That would fuck everything up. I kind of want that to happen. All right. With that being said, let us create our Pro Bowl ballot. May I introduce everyone to our... Hold up, friends. I need to pick this. Why is it not coming up? Hold on. All right. Oh, it's not up yet. Here is our fake Pro Bowl ballot that I've created on an Excel spreadsheet because I'm a nerd. As you can see, we've got 6 total players, 3 positions for each player. This is what we kind of would have done had the Pro Bowl ballot not closed. And we're going to make one of these.
Kind of. I'll point out that the Pro Bowl ballot, the way it's actually done on the NFL's website, is very stupid. And you can vote for 6 fullbacks.
I don't think there's...
You can vote 6 for each position.
I don't even know 6 fullbacks that are... I don't even know.
I don't think I do either.
Well, let's get started, and let's start with quarterbacks. AFC, I'm just going to put him here because, let's be honest, yeah, Lamar Jackson.
Yes.
I mean, obviously.
Put that 8 in.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so...
number 2, I'm going to go with the rookie, C.J. Stroud.
C.J. Stroud?
I agree. I think C.J. Stroud deserves a Pro Bowl vote. Let's see. Who else deserves it in the AFC?
The current leading passer in the NFL, Tua.
Tua? Do we agree on that? I was gonna...
Do you have anyone else?
No, not really.
I was
gonna say
Tua deserves it. Tua has, he's had a good year.
I was gonna say Josh Allen, maybe.
But dumbass interceptions.
Yes, but all right, I'm just saying the highest graded quarterback in the whole. Hey, highest graded quarterback in PFF of this year, offensive grade 90.8.
No,
fine. All right,
fine.
Y'all don't want to have fun. No one wants to have fun but me on this podcast.
Since there's 3 of us,
okay.
How about this? Since there's 3 of us, we'll each give 1 player to go. NFC, Noam, who's your NFC Pro Bowl quarterback?
I'm gonna give it to Dak Prescott. Seems like the easy choice here.
Yeah, Dak's been awesome this year. 40, who you got? Give me one. Well, 40 thinks of one. I'm just gonna put him here.
Baker Mayfield.
You
Okay,
cannot
no.
deny that.
No. Yes, I can because I can think of better ones. Okay, I like Baker. I especially like him this year. But you know who I like more than that? Brock Purdy, Matthew Stafford. I mean, honestly, I would even take Jordan Love in my opinion over Baker.
What?
This year.
Yeah, give me Purdy. I'll take Purdy.
Brock Purdy was going to be my lock because he is.
So just Matt Stafford doesn't deserve it after coming back.
Well, Matt Stafford probably
look
does,
at the
but we've
Rams
only got
since he's
3.
That's his pick, man. Let him rock with his pick.
Okay, you know what? I'll hear you because Baker hasn't been fantastic all season. I will change. I'll give you Matt. I don't, actually.
Okay, can I drop Dak and put Matthew Stafford in? That's not fair. Dak has
No.
been good.
Dak has been stellar.
Hey, you want to put Baker in? Put Baker in, man.
What about Jalen Hurts? Should we put Jalen in there?
I don't think Jalen Hurts deserves a Pro Bowl ballot over Matthew Stafford or Baker or a Dak or Brock Purdy.
I cannot deny.
What about Jared Goff?
I like Jared Goff too. I like Jared Goff a lot too.
There's a lot of options. You know what? We'll just give them. We'll put extras over here.
Nah, there can be only one.
There can only be 3. I think.
Yeah, let's rock it like that. Matthew Stafford.
Stafford and Brock Purdy. I think that's fair, personally.
Running backs, AFC. I'm just going to put the guy who currently leads the AFC in total touchdowns, Raheem Mostert.
I love it. I love that.
Dude has like over 20 touchdowns. Dude has been having a monstrous season. Now that's not just rushing touchdowns, that's rushing and receiving. But dude has been the AFC's version of C-Mac.
Give me the guy in Kansas City, Isaiah Pacheco.
Really?
Actually, I'll go with the Texans running back over Pacheco.
Who's the Texans running back?
Pierce.
Oh, Damon Pierce, right? Okay. Now give me an AFC running back.
Damn, there's a lot of NFC ones I would rather choose than any of these AFC guys, to be frank with you.
Yeah, the NFC has.
I don't like Joe Mixon this year. You know what? I feel like we could still go Derrick Henry, frankly. I feel like he's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry.
I'm going to go Derrick Henry.
Not even Gus Edwards?
I love Gus Edwards more than Derrick Henry by a lot, but I think Derrick
Chiefs to rest Patrick Mahomes.
wise.
Sorry. Just came in. Chiefs to rest Patrick Mahomes week 18.
There we go. Yeah, a lot of guys. I think Lamar's also getting rested against the Steelers. Ooh,
just put McCaffrey at number 1 there.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm just saying. I'm about to get. I just missed a call. I'm about to get an angry voicemail. If you know, you know. C-Mac at number 1.
I know.
Yeah, no one knows. Let's see. NFC running back. There's a lot of good ones.
Sorry that I laugh at. I just got a.
Oh shoot! I'm sorry.
Milani just started daycare, and she one of her teachers just messaged and said your baby was our assistant yoga instructor today.
Love it.
Can I change my pick actually for Derrick Henry? Can I put in James Cook from Buffalo?
Oh, James Cook, good one. I forgot about him.
A lot of running backs. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot. C-Mac has been stellar. I'm gonna say Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard's been solid all year.
I would choose. I'm really close to saying Bijan Robinson, frankly.
The Falcons don't use
Kyron Williams has been good.
I like Kyron,
bro. Kyron.
Yeah, let's go with Jahmyr Gibbs.
Actually, let me change my.
Rashad White has an argument, frankly.
Tyson Chandler from the, or is it Ty Chandler?
It's Ty Chandler, probably.
Yeah, Ty Chandler for the Vikings.
Oh, I don't know about that. Why Ty Chandler?
Because he helped my fantasy team out a lot. I'm gonna stay with Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard has been solid all season. Ty kind of came on the scene late.
So we're going with Kyron Williams as the guy?
One fullback to put there, Pat Ricard.
Yeah, fullback is really easy. Are we doing
Pat Ricard, NFC, Kyle Juszczyk?
Easy.
I'm just gonna put Kyle Hughes. I don't know how to spell his fucking name. He has too many consonants. Don't look at me like that.
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, Cheetah is obviously the pick here.
Tyreek, obviously. I would have put Tank Dell if he didn't get hurt, but
you know who I'm gonna put as my pick, frankly, for the AFC? Oh man, I really want Devontae Adams. I'm gonna go with Amari Cooper. I feel like deserves it right now.
Amari Cooper has been balling.
Phenomenal year.
I am gonna go for my pick. Dare I go Zay Flowers?
I don't think that's fair.
Nah, man, Zay Flowers. I think it's fair.
I mean, 800 receiving yards. He has a case.
He has a case. I just think there's
Rookie
people who have
record.
more of a case.
Ravens rookie record.
Ravens rookie record, yeah, but I mean, like Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, even I feel like deserve it. You want to put Keenan Allen in? I don't like
There's
George
a lot.
Pickens. Michael Pittman has been so essential to the Colts. He's had a phenomenal
Michael
year.
Pittman definitely over Zay
Nico
Flowers.
Devontae Adams. I mean, all these guys I would put over in the Pro Bowl. Even Stephon Diggs, I would put in the Pro Bowl above Zay Flowers. Not that I don't love Zay Flowers. I just don't think. I think there's too many great receivers.
There's a lot. There's a lot, and obviously, but to me, Zay Flowers. I mean, every game he's making big plays. Every game he is getting Baltimore down the field. You know, you don't get me wrong. A lot of the guys that you said, yeah, they definitely should probably get Pro Bowls too. But it's my personal pick. I'm going with Zay Flowers.
All right.
For my NFC receiver, I'm going to go with CD Lamb.
Good pick. I'm going to go with AJ Brown.
And I'm going to go with a curveball. Give me Jordan Addison.
Ooh. Whoa.
Ooh.
No, why? Why Jordan Addison?
What do you mean why? The Vikings lost Justin Jefferson and never lost a step in their receiving game because that guy was on every single game.
You know what? I'm not going to argue with that. That is a fair point. Jordan Addison has been amazing. I do just want to point out, though, real quick, because, you know, like Pro Bowls are usually, you know, it's less about the film and more about the stats and all that stuff. That's how they usually determine who deserves it. I like the Jordan Addison pick, but I just want to say, Puka Nacua, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Brandon Ayuk,
I forgot about
DJ Moore, Mike Evans, all these guys. I think.
Can you put Jordan Addison / Puka?
Man, I forgot about Puka, bro.
He's taking 2. Yes, Puka's
all right.
Pretty great, man. As great as Jordan Addison has been, I think Puka Nacua has been better.
Yeah, it probably has. Honestly, I mean, there's probably loads more players that are so much better. I realized I've been missing some of these real quick.
Tight end.
Yoni says no Gus the Bus. Yoni says 6 fullbacks in the league. Rasheed Rice or Zay Flowers.
No Rasheed Rice. I like Rasheed Rice, but no.
Tight end. If the guy didn't come in so late, I would say Isaiah's likely in a heartbeat, but
agreed.
I can't.
And if Andrews had stayed healthy, it would instantly be him too. That being said, my pick was going to be David Njoku.
Oh, you stole mine.
Love that.
To be fair, David Njoku wasn't really doing anything until Joe Flacco showed up because Joe Flacco loves his tight end.
Disagree. I personally disagree.
All right.
Njoku's been doing all year, but yes, he has turned it on lately for sure.
I mean, fair enough. You could say Njoku. I got to think now about AFC tight ends.
If you want to use Njoku as yours, I do have another one I could say.
Who's your other one?
I mean, Kelsey, I still think does.
Nah, Travis Kelce's been having a shit season, man.
He has, but production-wise, he's still far and above the most productive tight end in the league right now.
I'll put Kelsey down just because I can't think of anybody else who really deserves it.
There are plenty in the NFC that would deserve it.
Oh yeah, the NFC has way more tight ends.
In the AFC, not really, man.
Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, Gerald Everett looked good for a little bit.
I would put Isaiah Likely over Everett though.
You know what?
Out.
Mike Gesicki hasn't been terrible for the Patriots.
Mike Gesicki?
I'm not gonna lie. After we do these tight ends, I probably have to.
I got you, man. I got you, man.
Okay.
NFC tight end. Well, I'm just gonna steal this quick. George Kittle, because
yeah, of course, George Kittle.
1,000%.
What did you say?
No, I said 1,000% George Kittle.
Well, I'll go while he's thinking. I'm going to go Sam Laporta.
Oh, my God.
Sam Laporta has been ridiculous.
Sniping all of 40's picks. See that?
That was easy. I don't even know why I didn't think of that.
Sam Laporta is a baller.
Man.
I could throw out some options for you. Want me to throw out some names for you?
Yeah.
Cade Otton.
TJ Hawkinson. Honestly, that probably is the one. Trey McBride.
Yeah, I go
for the Cardinals.
Let's go Hawkinson.
Yeah.
Hawkinson.
Unfortunately, guys, I do have to leave. yeah, I gotta, Isaac and Noam know what I'm about to go do.
Yeah.
Gotta do some unfortunate stuff to.
Good luck.
It was great.
Thank you for joining
Hope
us,
you guys
40.
have a great rest of your
Thanks.
day.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for being on 40. Yeah, man.
Later, bro.
See you.
All right.
Oh,
Let's
he's still
see now.
there. He is. All right. This is where you might have to take over, Noam, because linemen, I'm not the best at naming linemen.
I just want to say something though. Can you scroll up real quick? Mike Gesicki. We're sticking with that.
I mean, I couldn't think of anybody else, honestly.
Isaiah Likely, I think, deserves it more than
Yeah,
Gesicki,
likely.
personally. But in case you don't want him, let's see. Pharaoh Brown's been all right. Dalton Schultz, Evan Ingram. Yeah, Isaiah Likely is probably the one to go with. Isaiah Likely is searchers. All right, lineman.
Starting with the guards. Well, I mean, yeah, Joel Bitonio.
Yeah, Joel Bitonio absolutely deserves it. Let's just see here.
I don't want to put Joe Thuney, even though he's great, because the Chiefs' offensive line has been shit this year.
Get a look at who's been just stellar this year. Zach Martin for the NFC. Immediately put him down.
Obviously,
He's been phenomenal.
Yeah. Hall of Famer.
I'm also going to say Landon Dickerson for the Eagles has actually been really good.
Landon Dickerson's had a really good season. Yeah.
Yeah, who else is up there?
You know what? I'll put him up here. Eldon Jenkins.
I was thinking Eldon Jenkins. I was just trying to see if there's anyone else I can get over him.
Oh, and while we're doing offensive linemen, I'm just going to really quick for tackle, just put. There we go. Trent Williams.
Oh, put Tyron Smith right below him.
Yeah, Tyron Smith. These are easy.
You know what? I'm not going to lie to you. I think Chris Lindstrom for the Falcons deserves it more than Eldon Jenkins does. Just
Chris Lindstrom?
Yeah, man. Although he's not as good as a pass blocker. He's a much better run blocker.
Hey, for center, we're just gonna put Kelsey.
You have 3 people for the AFC?
AFC. Let me think. Who did they have last year? I might pull from there.
No, someone else here.
Has Quentin Nelson been having a good
season? No, did not put Quentin Nelson. Offensive guard. You can put Kevin Zeitler for the Ravens. He's been phenomenal. He's played 97% of their offensive snaps this year.
I hope I spelled that right.
Yes, it looks right. This close to saying Trey Smith. Maybe it is Quentin Nelson because it's a whacker. Not Alex Kappa, probably.
Donovan Smith. What position is he? Tackle or guard?
He's a tackle.
Yeah, we're just gonna.
Quentin. How about you want Quinn? You want Quinn Mernez?
Who?
Quinn Mernez for the Broncos.
For
one of the highest rated run offensive. Let's see who's a good pass blocking guard. You know what? Put Joe Thuney. Why not?
He's been shit this year.
He's a decent pass blocker though.
All right.
Not a great run blocker. But hey, it's him or Quentin Nelson from what I'm seeing from these PFF grades.
In that case,
unless you want to go with Brandon Scherf. It could be Brandon Scherf.
What do we got for tackles? I've got Trent Williams, Tyron Smith, and Donovan Smith up there.
Let's just take
this isn't in order, by the way. I know there's going to be some Chiefs fans looking at that and saying, Donovan Smith? Really? Ew.
Why is Donovan Smith there?
Because he's one of the bright spots for the Chiefs offensive line this season.
Third guy for the tackles in the NFC can only be Penei Sewell.
Oh, Penei Sewell. Oh, hell yeah.
Let's just see who else has been really good. Laramie Tunsil for the AFC.
I was just thinking about him.
Oh damn!
I know I'm spelling these names right. I know
really
damn
unfortunate though, because to be frank, for the NFC, it's a shame that those guys are far and above the best. Because if we could choose 6 people and just 6 people in a vacuum, I would go with Tristan Wirfs. Absolutely, he's been phenomenal. But those 3 guys have been better. But that being said, I still think I think those 3 NFC guys and Tristan Wirfs as well have been better than all the guys we have for the AFC. Donovan Smith, Laramie Tunsil, Rashawn Slater, Colton Miller have both been good. Let me think. Teron Armstead might be the one. Morgan Moses has been phenomenal. Oh, hi, baby. Hi, Mama. One second. My dog wants to leave my room. I gotta let her out real quick.
Okay. While he's doing that, if you guys are enjoying this episode of the Beer Bad Sports Podcast, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. and follow us on all of our socials at BB Sports at BB Sports _pod. And while he's letting them out, I'm going to go ahead and play our mid-roll ad because shout out Fired Up Sports.
We are part of the Fired Up Sports network of shows. Please check out other Fired Up Sports Network podcasts like the P-Lot Pod, Water Cooler Talk, Bell Smashers, Philly Sports Love and Pain, Drunk on Broad, Beer Battered Sports, and the Fired Up Sports Show, which are available on all major podcasting hosting sites and social media. Also, check out.
I had to get that mid-roll ad in there.
Did you just run a commercial?
I did run a commercial halfway through our show. I will not be apologizing for that.
All right, let's go with Garrett Bowles for the Broncos.
Garrett Bowles. Yeah, Broncos.
Yeah. Are you sure Donovan Smith, by the way? Are you like 100% confident in that? Like, are you sold on that?
No,
idea?
but I want to get at least some Chiefs in there. Well, I guess I already got Joe Tooney.
You got Joe Tooney in there. I don't know if he. I don't know who would like necessarily.
Also, I'm kind of impartial to Donovan Smith because
But yeah, I know I know he's a book, but like Teron Armstead, I mean, he's been a little better. Deion Dawkins both been a little better than.
I'll put Deion Dawkins in there.
Yeah, Deion Dawkins is pretty good.
Centers, I got Mitch Morse, Creed Humphrey, and then Jason
Tyler
Kelce.
Linderbaum.
Tyler
Raven center, phenomenal.
Linderbaum.
Yeah, Creed Humphrey deserves it. I guess Mitch Morse does too.
Frank Ragnow. Hang on,
Frank Ragnow for sure. Got to be the guy.
Ragnow.
You got Jason Kelce.
Who's the Cowboys center? Tyler Biad? How do you say his name?
Biadish. And yeah, you could go Tyler Biadish. She's been pretty good.
That's actually the exact same lineup as the 2023 Pro Bowl for the NFC.
I mean, there's others I could say technically, but yeah,
offensive line is like it's such
Eric McCoy for the Saints has been good.
No, just no. Move on to defense right now. How dare you mention that team? You piece of shit.
Damn.
All right. Well, defensive tackle. I mean, for the AFC defensive tackle, he's on one of the best defenses in the league. Quinnen Williams.
Quinnen Williams for sure deserves it. Let's see.
Who's that one Ravens guy?
Justin Madubuike, but I think he's technically a defensive end because we run a 3-4.
Oh, Chris Jones.
Chris Jones is fine. Yeah. Let's see. Not at all. Surely not.
Chris Jones?
Yeah, I like Chris Jones. Yeah, sure. Okay. Like, he's fine.
Want Cam Hayward?
No, definitely not.
No. Okay.
Cam Hayward's done nothing.
I know you don't want any Steelers.
No, that's not even why. I mean, TJ Watt's getting in there from slot, most likely. Like, DJ Reader's been really good. Mo Hurst, Michael Pierce, nah. Christian Wilkins has been phenomenal this year. Let me think. That might be the guy. Oh, or Jeffrey Simmons. They've both been really good. I think I like Jeffrey Simmons right now.
Jeffrey Simmons?
Yeah, man.
Defensive tackle for NFC interior defensive lineman. Well,
Dexter Lawrence and obviously Aaron Donald. Yeah, Aaron Donald's the first one. Dexter Lawrence, phenomenal year. Third guy could be Ali McNeil, could be Derek Brown.
Daron Payne hasn't been having a great year, so
no Daron Payne. No one from Washington's defense needs to be in there. Vita Vea could be a good one. He's been really good.
Yes, there we go. We're putting him in there.
All right. Personally, I think Derek Brown's had.
Okay, defensive end for the NFC. Well, we'll just unfortunately. There we go. I mean, we have to.
So who did you put in? Nick Bosa? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Nick Bosa.
For sure. Micah Parsons.
Isn't he a linebacker?
Oh shit! Hold up. How does
we'll
this work?
We'll put him on linebacker. He's a linebacker.
Are you sure he's listed at linebacker?
Yeah, he's a linebacker. He's listed as linebacker.
He takes all his snaps from the D line.
Dude, I know. It's stupid the way that they format this. It's stupid.
All right. Let's see.
I'll put TJ Watt over here for.
Yeah, TJ Watt deserves it. Myles Garrett for sure deserves
Oh,
it.
obviously Myles Garrett.
And the third guy can be Justin Madubuike.
Justin Madubuike. I hope I spelled that right.
Sorry, Max Crosby, because he would deserve it too normally. But
he could be an alternate. He could be an alternate.
If you want to put Justin Madubuike at DT just because he is the IDL.
Nah, man. We'll leave Max Crosby off. He's an alternate. Other defensive ends. DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. And if you want to go Aiden Hutchinson.
Oh, of course, Aiden Hutchinson. All right, linebackers. For the NFC, we got Micah Parsons, Danielle Hunter.
Is Danielle Hunter a linebacker?
Yeah, he's listed as one.
I guess they went to 3-4. All right, cool. I didn't know that.
Danielle Hunter. And my boy, Levante David.
Missed too much time.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he's missed too much time.
Then I'll give it to the other Bucs linebacker, Joe Tryon.
No, he doesn't deserve it.
But he's been having a great year.
But not as great a year as like Fred Warner.
All right, yeah. Well, we need a middle linebacker, so Fred Warner. For AFC linebackers, well, I mean, Roquan?
Yeah, for sure, Roquan Smith.
Roquan
Absolutely.
Smith definitely goes there.
CJ Moses has been having a really good year. Maybe not him. Before you do linebackers, let me see, because I'm sure there's a lot of edge rushers who are linebackers in the AFC. TJ Watt, right? Oh wait, he's listed as defensive end there. Yeah, he plays linebacker though. He plays outside linebacker. Could go. If you want, you can put Josh Allen in TJ Watt's place for defensive end because I'm pretty sure he is defensive end. And then TJ Watt for linebacker.
I know he just got hurt, but Bradley Chubb?
Yeah, great idea.
Yeah. Big prayers up, by the way. That was one of the first injuries where I've heard the guy act like vocally screaming on the field. That scared me.
Yeah.
All right, cornerbacks. NFC, Deron Bland.
Yeah, got to be Deron Bland.
Yeah, it has to be Deron Bland.
Jalen Johnson for sure.
Jalen Johnson.
He's been having the best year, I think. I'm going to also go Charvarius Ward for the 49ers. Phenomenal. For the Charvarius Ward. Yeah.
I'm going to fuck his first name up, so I'm just going to put Ward. For AFC corners.
Charmander, man. AFC Sauce Gardner at one, surely.
Yeah, Sauce Gardner. Kenny Moore.
Oh, great pick. Kenny Moore.
Yeah. Sauce Gardner, Kenny Moore.
Williams has been having a really good year.
Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey. Didn't he get back? Hasn't he missed much time?
Has he?
How much time has he? How many games?
I don't know. What about Derek Stingley Jr.?
I like him. I would put Ramsey over him, but I would put Darius Williams over both of them. Let me just see.
Oh, wait. Rasul Douglas.
Traded mid-season the AFC.
Can count.
Yeah, he would count, I guess. He has been really good. But how many games has Jalen Ramsey? James Ramsey's played 9 games this year. Nah, man. You know what? Let's go with Derek Stingley. He has the interceptions, and he's really high rated by PFF.
All right, safety time. AFC safety.
Geno Stone. Excuse me.
For free safety.
No, I think he's actually a strong safety.
Can we just do safety? Honestly.
Yeah, let's just 6 safeties.
We'll just do safety. Okay, hang on. So we'll just do safety. So Geno Stone, Jordan Whitehead. I'm going to put Jesse Bates for the Falcons.
For sure, Jesse Bates.
Kyle
Hamilton.
Oh, boy. Yeah, Kyle Hamilton. Bro's been elite this season.
Antoine Winfield Jr. for the defense, for the NFC.
What about Cam Bynum?
Bynum's been really good.
Let me just see if there's anybody else. Jesse Bates.
Antoine Winfield Jr.
Oh, Julian Love. Did you
not put Antoine Winfield Jr.? Okay, yeah, but so Julian Love. Yeah. That's man, I feel a little weird about that. Yeah, not Kevin Byard. Oh, Josh Metellus. No, put Josh Metellus instead of Julian Love.
Josh who?
Metellus has been so good. Josh Metellus for the Vikings. Just
I don't
outstanding.
know how to spell his last name. I don't want to try.
Metellus.
We got it. Special teamers, kicker, Justin
Wait,
Tucker.
hold up. What the? We're having 3 safeties each instead of 6.
Yeah. I can't name that many kickers.
Justin Tucker for the AFC, Jake Elliott for the NFC, I think.
I actually was going to put Brandon Aubrey for the NFC.
Who's
The Cowboys kicker.
Oh, I don't know. Is he having a better year than Jake Elliott? Jake Elliott is like 7 for 8 from 50 yards.
Aubrey is also really good from 50 yards too.
Let me see.
Aubrey's gotten like special teams player of the week multiple times.
I think you're right. Let me just confirm real quick.
Yeah, I was Justin Tucker easily.
Let's see, Aubrey.
And while we're talking about special teamers, I'm just gonna very quickly put down for punter for the NFC, Tampa's own Jake Camarda, who has been killing it this year.
I don't know, man. I think he is at 100% field goal percentage. Like Aubrey has not missed this year. Yeah, definitely give it to him. Never mind.
Yeah,
9 for 9 from over 50 yards. Easy.
There you go. We need an AFC punter, Thomas Morstead.
I like it.
Return specialist.
Let's just see.
I mean, the usual guy I'd pick is what's his name on the Jags, but he hasn't been having a great season.
Oh, Jamal Agnew.
Jamal Agnew, yeah.
Is it?
What about? I mean, we got Xavier Gibson, Darius Davis, Marvin Mims. I'll put this guy down.
Agnew. I think Jamal Agnew is the answer for the AFC. To be honest.
And for AFC special teamer, I'll go ahead and do the Bills' Reggie Gilliam. He got a couple Player of the Month awards.
Sure.
As a special teamer. We need a random special teamer. NFC punt returner or kick returner. Want to do Gunnar Olszewski?
Does he deserve it?
Nah. I thought he was fun.
Let's go with the Green Bay guy, Keyshawn Nixon, who's leading in return yards by a significant margin.
Oh, yeah.
Kei, Sean.
Keyshawn Nixon. Yeah, he is. For their special teamer, hold on. This guy got a weekly award. The Detroit guy, Jalen Reeves Mabin.
Yeah, I like
that dude. Okay, that's our Pro Bowl ballot. Just quick rundown. At AFC, at quarterback, Lamar Jackson, C.J. Stroud, Tua Tagovailoa. Running backs, Raheem Mostert, Damon Pierce, James Cook. Fullback, Pat Ricard. Wide receivers, Tyreek Hill, Amari Cooper, Zay Flowers. Tight ends, David Njoku, Isaiah Likely, and Travis Kelce. Guards, Joel Pitonio, Kevin Zeitler, Joe Tooney. Tackles, Deion Dawkins, Laramie Tunsil, Garrett Bowles. Centers, Mitch Morse, Creed Humphrey, Tyler Lindebaum. Defensive tackle, or edge rusher, Quinnen Williams, Chris Jones, Jeffrey Simmons. Interior defensive lineman. Defensive ends, Josh Allen, Myles Garrett, and Justin Madubuike. Linebackers, Roquan Smith, TJ Watt, Bradley Chubb, prayers up. Cornerbacks, Kenny Moore, Sauce Gardner, Derek Stingley Jr. Safeties, Geno Stone, Jordan Whitehead, and Kyle Hamilton. Special teams, kicker, Justin Tucker. Punter, Thomas Morstead. Return specialist, Jamal Agnew. Special teamer, Reggie Gilliam. Our NFC team.
Who's our AFC coach?
Our AFC coach?
Mike, Dolphins guy. I like him.
Mike McDaniel? I like that. Yeah. I like that. I think
he's a perfect Pro Bowl coach. I don't think he's I don't think he'd win Coach of the Year or anything.
There's a reason for that, huh? NFC. Our quarterbacks, Dak Prescott, Matthew Stafford, and Brock Purdy. Running back, Christian McCaffrey, Tony Pollard, Kyron Williams. Fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. Wide receivers, CeeDee Lamb, A.J. Brown, Jordan and Addison. Tight ends, George Kittle, Sam Laporta, T.J. Hawkinson. Guards, Zach Martin, Landon Dickerson, Chris Lindstrom. Tackles, Trent Williams, Tyrone Smith, Penei Sewell. Centers, Jason Kelce, Frank Ragnow, and Tyler Biadasz. Biadasz, excuse me. Interior defensive linemen, Aaron Donald, Dexter Lawrence, and Hold on. Oh, wait.
Oh no, he's gonna butcher his name.
Wait, here we go.
He's gonna butcher his name.
Here we go. I got to do it. Okay. Interior defensive lineman, Aaron Donald, Dexter Lawrence, and Tavita Tuliaki Ono, Tui Pulotu, Mosesi Vahahi Fahoko Faletau Vea.
All right, that sounded right to me, but I really wouldn't be able to fact check you on
I'm
it.
flexing on y'all.
I guess so.
Defensive end, Nick Bosa, DeMarcus Lawrence, Aiden Hutchinson. Linebackers, Micah Parsons. I don't know why I said Larsons.
You spelled a lot of them wrong.
I know I did. My spelling is shit. And don't let my mother find out. She was an editor for years. She's going to kick my ass. Linebackers, Micah Parsons, Neil Hunter, Fred Warner. Cornerbacks, Deron Blanche, Jalen Johnson, and Travarius Ward. Charmander. Safeties, Jesse Bates, Josh, what's his name? Josh Medalis, and Antoine Whitfield Jr. Kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Punter, Jake Camarda. Return specialist, Keyshawn Nixon. Special teamer, Jalen Reeves-Maben. Coach, Dan Campbell.
I love it. Dan Campbell.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Dan Campbell.
All right. Well, that was us filling out a Pro Bowl ballot. Hope you guys enjoyed that.
That was fun.
That was fun. I had to really I had to look up actual players. Quick shout out to people who commented. Yoni says Sam Laporta is a baller. Thank you. John Shin said, oh, thank you, John. Happy birthday.
Well, yeah, happy birthday to Isaac. It's Isaac's birthday today.
Thanks, John. Appreciate that. Anyway, let's do our game picks before we wrap up today's episode, and I go find out what this angry voicemail was. It's like 30 seconds long. I'm about to get screamed at for not picking up in the middle of my podcast. Let's make our game picks known for the final week of the regular season, week 18. Everything is on the line, and we start with the Saturday games. Steelers taking on the Ravens. Keep in mind the controversial officiating crew that has been making all the mistakes this year and those bad calls will be calling this game. Steelers need a win to stay in playoff contention. Ravens have already got everything locked up, so they're most likely going to start the backups. Who do you got?
This is killing me because I want 100%. I want the Ravens to annihilate the Steelers and knock them out of the playoffs. But when I think about who I would rather have in the playoffs, Josh Allen or Mason Rudolph. Nah, I can't take the Steelers. I'm sorry. The Ravens will still win with their backups.
Ravens backups are actually really talented.
They are.
I think the Ravens will get this one done. I will guarantee there will be a really shitty call in the middle of it, though.
Probably.
Saturday Night Football, Texans, Colts. Both teams desperately need a win, not only to stay in playoff contention, but to stay in contention for the AFC South. This is a tough one because both of these teams, this is going to be interesting. I think, though, I'm going to have to go with the Colts. I think that the Colts have been locked into that final playoff spot much of this season. They have been just a step above everyone else. And a lot of that is due to the fact that they've gotten extremely lucky, but I still can see them just squeaking it out. So I'm going to take the Colts.
I think I'm going to also take the Colts.
All right. Sunday, early games. First up, Bucks, Panthers. Tampa wins the division with a win. A loss means that their destiny is not in their hands.
Give me the Bucks.
This feels like a trap game. I feel like the Bucks are going to fall apart in this one and somehow fuck up. But it's also the Panthers. They've got nothing really to play for. So I'll take the Bucks.
Bucks as well.
Browns, Bengals. Nothing at stake here. Cleveland's already wrapped up a playoff berth. Cincinnati has been eliminated. I think Cleveland keeps the train running and gets the win.
Yeah, Cleveland, Browns. The Joe Flaccos. That's fine. The Flaccos.
Vikings, Lions. This one, Vikings need a win and about a bazillion other things to get a playoff berth. Lions have pretty much locked everything up. Screw it. I'm going to take the Vikings to get the upset here. I don't think they'll make the playoffs. I think that the bazillion things they need to go right aren't going to happen. And God, we don't need the Vikings in the playoffs. But I could see them pulling an upset here.
Do we need Nick Mullins in the playoffs?
We don't. Even if he played, but I will say this. I'll say this. Nick Mullins kept the Vikings in it in their first matchup against the Lions 2 weeks ago. Even if he did throw 4 picks, he kept them in it somehow. I think that's more due to the talent of the position players that the skill players that they've got. But at the same time, he kept them in it. I also think Detroit. You know what? No, I changed my mind. Detroit. Detroit's going to be pissed off after that loss to Dallas, and they're going to take their frustrations out on Minnesota. Give me Detroit.
I think I tend to agree. I think I'll also take the Vikings.
Jets,
I'm
Patriots.
sorry, the Detroit Lions. I'll take the
Yeah.
Detroit Lions.
Yeah, you were saying this. You know how everyone has that one other team they really like to root for that they're not like a fan of, but they always like to see them good. Like mine's the Rams, even though I don't really care for them, but I always like seeing the Rams do well. Yours is the Vikings.
It is the Vikings.
Yeah,
I like them. They're cool. They're purple.
Yeah, purple teams united. Jets, Patriots. Nothing at stake in this game. Both of these teams trying to end disastrous seasons. Give me the Jets, man. Their defense is better.
It is a lot better.
Here's my question, though. Is this going to be Bill Belichick's final game as head coach of the Patriots?
I don't know. It's hard to say. That being said, give me the Patriots.
Give you the Patriots?
They've been fighting lately. I think they're actually going to pull a win this time.
Okay. They did play really well against Buffalo, which was...
They've been playing pretty well last couple of weeks, all things considered. They've been losing still, but...
I just wish Bailey Zappi was better. I still love looking at highlights from his college season where he destroyed every record. Falcons, Saints. Big game here. Falcons need a win and a Bucs loss to win the South. Saints need a win and a Bucs loss to win the South. It all comes down to this for the division. You know me, Gnome. I can't root for that fucking team in black and gold. Go Falcons. Go Falcons, baby.
I would take... sorry, bro. I think I got to go the Saints here. Just for no other reason than...
And Gnome has been removed from the Beer Batter Sports podcast. He will no longer be a part of this podcast. It's just going to be me talking into a void from now on. Have you learned your lesson now?
You banished me to the Shadow Realm.
Have you learned your lesson now?
The Falcons just got blown out by the Colts.
Bears.
Blown out.
Bears.
Thank you.
I mean, same team, but
Bears. Blown out.
Okay, well, fair enough. Jags, Titans. Jacksonville can wrap up the division with a win, but they have been just looking terrible recently. I actually am going to pick Tennessee to win this one. I think that Tennessee, because last year it was the opposite. It was Jacksonville who was kind of going up against a Tennessee team that was in free fall. I think this is the game that Tennessee gets revenge. Tennessee's going to beat Jacksonville here. What?
Put his comments up. I see it.
Put a what up? Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
I allow it to be on screen.
Oh man.
Only because the Ravens they won 56-19.
Yeah. Who you got for this one, Gnome? Jags or Titans?
So you're saying the Titans will win and that the South is going to come down to the Colts and Texans game?
It's the only reason they put it on Saturday night. I'm just saying.
I like it. Jags. I think I'm still going to take the Jags. I can't believe in the Titans, man. They're garbage.
Fair enough. Late games. Seahawks, Cardinals. Seahawks need a win to stay in the playoff race. Cardinals are eliminated. I'm going to go Seahawks this one.
Cardinals coming off a good win against the Eagles. It's hard to believe in the Seahawks. I'm going to actually go with the Cardinals here, man.
Ooh.
For the record, the Seahawks should win.
They probably should. Bears, Packers. Packers can clinch a playoff berth with a win. If they lose, it is open season for the rest of the NFC. You know what? Fuck it. It's going to happen for the second year in a row. Packers lose. Go Bears.
I know the Bears would love to knock them out of the playoffs. I'm going to go with the Packers. I think Jordan Love gets the job done.
Chiefs versus Chargers. What's his name is being benched, so it's going to be a battle. Patrick Mahomes is being benched, so it's a battle of backup quarterbacks.
Who's the backup for the Chiefs?
Blaine fucking Gabbert.
No fucking way. What?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I honestly think the Chargers might pull the upset here.
With Easton Stick.
Well, Chiefs. They better.
Give me the Chargers.
The Chargers? Okay.
Why not?
Broncos, Raiders. Both teams have been eliminated. Nothing to play for. Give me the Raiders. Broncos. I don't. Jarrett Stidham. I think we're going to go get more into the Broncos and the disaster that they have become yet again. I will say I'm very impressed with both of these teams this season, recovering from whatever the hell last year was, but still, yikes. Eagles, Giants. Eagles need a win and a Cowboys loss to win the division. Is it going to happen?
I will say the Eagles will win.
Yeah, they will win. They will win. They will
God,
win.
it's so hard to believe in them, though. My goodness, in Philly, the Giants almost beat. Like now we're at the Meadowlands. I mean, that usually doesn't stop the Eagles from beating them. I don't know. I think give me the Eagles. Give me the Eagles.
Rams 49ers, both teams already in the playoffs. I would say the Niners rest their starters and give me Los Angeles to win.
Yeah, I like that too. Give me the
Yeah.
Rams, please.
Hell yeah, let's go. My Pookie team. Have you never heard me call them that before?
I mean, you might have called them that before, but
I think Kylie's the only one who's ever heard me call it that. I like the Rams. Their history is really fun. Did you know that their defense statistically was better than the Steel Curtain in the 70s, but no one talks about it because they didn't win any Super Bowls?
that it wasn't better.
It was better.
It wasn't better.
They led the league in fewest points allowed twice. The Steelers only did once.
Oh, okay. So they were better scoring defense, but they didn't win any Super Bowls, so it didn't matter.
Well, they had the Purple People Eaters and Dallas in their conference. Obviously, they weren't. Rams, more like the Goats. Okay, well, fun. Oh, I can see you cringing there. No. Cowboys, Commanders. Dallas can wrap up the division with a win. If they lose, it's all down to whether or not Philly wins. Yeah, Dallas is definitely winning this one.
Sorry, 40. It's got to be there's no way that they're not touching the Cowboys this week. Surely not, right? Sure. Last time they beat them 45-7.
I'd really like to see what happens, though.
I would kind of want the Commanders to win. What are they commanding? They're commanding an L. Dallas is going to beat them.
What are they commanding? I don't know what they're commanding, buddy. Let's wrap everything up with the final game of the 2023 season. Buffalo, Miami, Sunday Night Football, AFC East title on the line. If Miami wins, they win the division. Buffalo is either a playoff team or are out if things do not go their way. If Buffalo wins, they win the division, and Miami will be the wild card team. Oh, if only the Dolphins could have put away a couple of tough teams on their schedule down the road, man. If only. What do you got, Gnome?
So I know that the Bills are a better team than the Dolphins, despite the record. Give me the Dolphins. I want the Bills out of the playoffs, man. I don't want them in the playoffs, man. Give me the Dolphins.
Now, for that to happen, a bunch of the more average AFC teams fighting for a playoff berth have to win. And you know what? I don't think it's going to happen. Buffalo is heating up at the right time. The Bills are going to pull the upset. Give me Buffalo to upset Miami and go on to the playoffs. Sorry, no, it had to be done. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of Beer Battered Sports. This show, as always, is a proud affiliate of the Fired Up Sports Network. Go check out all of their other podcasts. You can follow us on all of our socials at bbsports_pod and check out our Twitter bio for merch. We will see you guys next week for episode 97, our NFL playoff preview special. And maybe we'll talk about other sports that episode. Maybe. We will see you guys. Peace.
Peace.